Hey Starshine, how are you? I'm TK, and today I will play Doki Doki Literature Club. Forewarning, before I started this game, it had me press I agree to a warning saying that this game, it has some disturbing stuff in it, despite it looking so cute. And it mentions specifically that those with anxiety or depression may have a hard time getting through this. I will admit right up, I have anxiety and depression, but I think I can handle it. I have it pretty well under control. So, we're gonna dive in. Hopefully everything goes well, but if you feel that you're not gonna be able to handle it, please don't watch. For your own sake. I am not saying this lightly. This game doesn't seem to take it lightly. I'm not gonna take it lightly. Just because it looks cute doesn't mean it's gonna be safe. It said 13 years or older. I agree that I'm 13 years or older. I am 10 years older than that, so I'm good. But let's just dive right into it. I've given a proper warning, so you know what? Let's go. My name, TK. Let's go for it. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayuri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, TK. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, and then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayuri. We cross the street together, make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commutes. By the way, TK, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Okay, that's true to me. I've never really been interested in clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Again, we are still very true to life. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if that'll make you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, you could come to my club. Sayuri. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie! Sayuri is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep! I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she is so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Dude, I mean, cupcake. At least you get a cupcake. Or several. Take as many as you can carry. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Or several cupcakes, as I just said. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, TK, what a nice surprise! Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's possibly a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayuri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri or Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Monica. Probably Monica. I'm sorry. That's right. It's nice to see you again, TK. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Monica, gosh darn it, I'm sorry. Come sit down, TK. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a sit next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayuri said. Well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you, dummy. Alright. We have our tsundere. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Oh, don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so... that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So TK, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Do you like manga and anime too? Do you play video games? Are you me? Not that much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsman behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. My girl! My girl! I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp on something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Natsuki! Natsuki! No! I was liking you! Now I don't... Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Are you scared by them? Are you scared by them? Aww. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sarili sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set as an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems! We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at No, don't do this to me. TK, stop. Quizzically. I can't join the club. I can't read. I give up, Aunt Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, TK? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Oh, hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Saturday may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and, oh gosh! No, don't look at me that way! I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... TK... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls, they're too cute. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up. Yes! I'm so happy! Saori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. TK, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, TK, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, I might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem! Okay, oh gosh, pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, I don't... Wait. Monica's not there. Where is she? I don't know who I want to aim for. It's too soon. It's too soon. I almost want to go with Yuri because she seems really cute and she likes horror. But Natsuki is a tsundere, so I can relate to her on a personal level. But she doesn't like horror. But she also likes cute things. You know what? Let's shoot for like horror stuff for Yuri. Tragedy. Depression. Oh gosh, this isn't horror. This is just sad. Oh, here, horror. Oh yeah, she likes. Oh, they show like which one likes it. Okay. Question? Aha! I knew you'd like that. Graveyard. Heck yeah. Determination. Contamination. Oh, she's liking this so much. She's gonna be so happy about this. Overall, I suppose, too, that also kind of fits me. A lot of times when I get just kind of like personally creative, I tend to use that too. As I mentioned before, I have anxiety and depression, so I tend to use, like, when I have my own, like, okay, I'm creating something that's gonna be just for me, that's just straight from my heart. So I'm gonna, like, let out my feelings regarding my struggles and stuff that's going on in my head. And sometimes I will end up sharing it to try and reach out to people, but, like, if I'm going straight from the heart and I'm, like, having a bad day, I'm like, okay, I gotta let this out. So I guess it kind of fits me in a way, too. Covet? Yeah. Anxiety. Grief. Oh! Wait. Oh no! Sayuri! What horrible things are you going through? I'm sorry. Scars. Oh no! Sayuri! Oh no, I'm so concerned for you now. Do you need a hug? Melancholy? Fantasy. Oh, she likes, but Yuri said that she likes fantasy, so, but Natsuki also likes fantasy, so now we know that. Oh. Okay, Yuri likes, I mean, she reacted to suicide. I was like, if Sayuri reacts to that too, I'm gonna be really, really scared for her. But I guess I can still be scared for Yuri, but maybe it's just the horror element. I'm gonna hope. Oh, misfortune. Oh no, Sayuri! Oh no! Oh no! Hurt. Oh no, Sayuri! Unrestrained. I think Yuri likes the deeper kind of, okay, macabre kind of thing. Not, while Sayuri seems to react to the very blunt ones, and that makes me very worried for her. Embrace. Oh, I want to give you a hug right now, Sayuri. Frightening. Yuri likes that. I gotta go with Starscape. Starscape. Oh! Yuri liked it. Okay. I guess let's see how they react to my poem, and then that might be a good place to end the episode. Hi again, TK. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh! Ow! Thanks for keeping your promise, TK. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature. Ow! Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. She does like manga! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. TK always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He keeps me with busy work. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayuri, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I was just about to make a joke about her being jealous, but she actually is saying it. I might be a little jealous. How come? You and TK become good friends, can become good friends too. Speaking of, I probably should have saved before writing the poem. Oh well, it would be quick to get through the first day again if I needed to. I don't know if I mean, I guess it depends on how it goes the first route, if I'll go again, but... Sayuri! As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even brought you something good, something today, even brought you something today, you know. I'm inserting words and things that aren't supposed to be there. Well, wait, Sayuri. Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Aw, she's so cute. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew, what book is it? Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'll look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. She's adorable! Sorry. I was just spacing out. Read the book next to her. You guys can read together. You guys can... You can be at the same pace, maybe? I don't know. If you're anything like me, you'll be way behind her very quick, but... I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, TK? No, that's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. And like literally one of my favorite things is just to hear someone be passionate. I don't care what they're passionate about. I mean, as long as it's not like really weird, but in a sense of like disturbing weird, and I'm like, I want to call it cops weird. But like when people talk about something they're super passionate about, I love to just listen to them. I don't need to join the conversation. I just love listening to it. Like, I'm not into fantasy football, but I used to work with these people who were super into fantasy football, and just listening to them talk about it made me so happy. It just made my day. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't mean to. Sorry. I mean... You're so cute. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it a little difficult to turn the page. Here. Aww, look at her. She's so cute. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. Aww, she's so cute. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turned it on with my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all of the things she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But, TK, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Ugh. I guess I mean, I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Alright, I really need to end the episode here. It's going too long. I thought we would get to the poems quicker. I guess we'll start the next episode off with poems then. I'm so sorry, guys. So until next time, remember to shine your light in every world. Bye!